She's a butcher, it kind of worked out, it was beautiful, they're having this awesome relationship. I'm really not spoiling anything because for real fam, catch up. This was made in 1993. I'm not late, you late.
Hi Naturally Curly World, this is Kiana.
I'm Kara.
I'm Geraldine, and this is the best ever.
The best ever
rom-coms.
So, my all-time favorite rom-com is super cute, super cheesy, and highly emotional. And it is called So I Married an Axe Murderer.
My best ever romantic comedy is Love Actually. It was released in 2003 and it stars some of my favorite romantic comedy actors like Hugh Grant, Colin Firth, Emma Thompson. But what I like most about this movie is the intertwining stories of love.
I have to preface with saying that rom-coms are my least favorite genre, so this is a pretty bogus topic, but I would say that there are some anomalies, and surely it is not Love Actually. It is The Princess Bride, which was made in 1987, best year ever.
I'm a huge fan of true crime. I'm also a huge fan of super goofy people. So when you pair those things together, it's like a perfect storm of potential murder and comedy. It's great.
I love how many different stories of love they have. So they have one that's kind of about infidelity, they have one that's about kid love, they have one where the wife dies and he's kind of just dipping his toe into the dating world.
Basically, it's this grandfather telling his grandson, and he's like this 10-year-old Fred Savage who is not into mushy stuff like kissing and stuff, so they cut all of that out. That's really why I like this movie, because they don't do any of that sappy stuff, or at least if they do, they make fun of it.
Essentially, he has problems with love. Surprise, surprise, who doesn't? And he gets into one relationship after the other. He keeps finding these really cool ladies, only to find that there's something really weird or wrong or off about them.
There's a bunch of famous people, Andre the Giant's in this movie. Wallace Shawn is in this movie, who plays, I think, the dinosaur in Toy Story, which is what you'll recognize his voice from.
One of my favorite parts of Love Actually is Sam, the little kid. He falls in love with this girl in his class, and she's American and he's English, and she's a singer. And so he tells his dad how he's gonna win her over. And he's like, well, all I have to do is perform in the music show with her.
So anyway, he's trying to go about his life. He likes hanging out with his family, his mom, his dad, his little brother.
And his dad is Liam Neeson, and he's like, well, you know, that's a great idea, but you're not a musician and you've never played any music.
One day, he goes to a butcher shop and there is a lady butcher there. And she is gorgeous and super cool and kind of like low-key chill. And he's like, ooh, I like that.
My favorite line, I used to have it as my voicemail, was, okay, I have to do this, get a character. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
And at the very end, she's singing, all I want for Christmas is you. And so she's pointing at everyone, she's like, all I want for Christmas is you.
And then he says that over and over again, and he gets progressively louder. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. But he's saying this with a sword.
They get into this awesome relationship. They fall deeply in love with each other. But there is something a little strange about his love interest. And he thinks that she might be an axe murderer, hence the title.
And she like points to him, but then she goes, and you, and starts pointing to everybody else, and it's just so funny, and you can kind of see his like heart drop.
And then he goes on to kill his nemesis, who has 6 fingers. It's totally realistic, you know.
And then at the end of the show, he wants to tell her that he loves her before she goes back to America, but she's going like straight on the plane. His dad is like, well, let's go follow her. I know a shortcut.
My favorite part of this movie is how genuine Mike Myers' character Charlie is. I love the way that he treats his girlfriend.
So they go to the airport, and mind you, this is a little white boy, so this is why this is able to work. Just had to put that in there. He breaks through airport security, runs through, like everybody's chasing him, whatever. The little girl, she's about to get on the plane, and he like just misses her.
And I really like her too. I found her character to be incredibly relaxing, if not at times a little manic.
But as soon as he's like all defeated and really sad, he turns around and he gets a little tap on his shoulder, and he turns around and it's Joanna, the little girl, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek. And he's just so happy, and his dad's waiting for him at the end of security.
Basically, that is why The Princess Bride is my favorite, best ever romantic comedy for President 2020.
I do think a lot of romantic comedies can kind of like heighten your idea of like, oh, this is what romantic love should be, and this is what I'm trying to look for, which isn't always great, but the little kid story I really, really loved.
That's my best ever rom-com because it has murder and it has comedy. And for me, that's the perfect combo. In the comments below, tell me, what's your favorite rom-com?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
We make videos every week, so make sure you come back and watch us. Bye!